Hey, it's Brian Lose. You know that guy you always watch on YouTube. And if you grew up in the 90s, you know who the friggin' Power Rangers are. Based on a Japanese show called Super Sentai, Power Rangers was a TV series about 6 teenagers who dressed in spandex and used giant robots to save the world from an evil witch. Why? Because a floating head told them to. Hey, for the 90s, that was normal. So, does the show hold up, or has it just become outdated and silly? Well, let's take a look. This is the first episode of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So right away we're off to a good start because we get to hear that friggin' awesome theme song. Go, go, Power Rangers! Go, go, Power Rangers! Anyway, we start off in space, on the moon or something, where we see 2 astronauts clearly not affected by the lack of gravity. They find a space dumpster. No, seriously, that's what they call it.
It looks like a giant space dumpster.
See? They open it, and out comes the evil Rita Repulsa.
Don't leave! You'll miss my coming out party!
Oh, so Rita Repulsa's a lesbian?
That's when I destroy the nearest planet!
Odd way of celebrating. So yes, it seems Rita wants to take over the world just because. We then cut to the city of Angel Grove, in the youth center, where the kids go to relax, hang out, and practice their hammy acting. We see our 6 main characters, Jason, Zach, Trini, Billy, and the extremely hot Kimberly. Oh, gimme. What if I put on a Green Ranger suit? Then will you be mine? We see that Jason is going to be teaching a karate class when in walks Bulk and Skull.
Oh no, look who's here. Bulk and Skull.
The 2 try and hit on Kimberly and Trini, but they get rejected.
What's the matter? We're not good enough for you?
Leave us alone, Bulk.
That's right, man. Back off. Kimberly's mine.
It's okay, Zach. We can handle these 2.
Oh, really? Let's show him some karate moves, Skull.
You guys should definitely join Jason's karate class.
Cut to Rita's evil fortress.
Yes, I like it!
Good.
Finster, start making putty patrollers!
Yes, my queen. I'll lead them down and make the earth yours, Empress.
Okay, here's a good place to mention this. Rita's voice is annoying. It sounds like Justin Bieber if he was 1,000 years old. And on top of that, all of the footage with her is from Super Sentai, so it's been dubbed. Half the time her lip movement doesn't match up with what she's saying. Anyway, back to the youth center where we see Billy struggling in Jason's karate class.
I'm just not good at this.
Billy, don't worry. I mean, even I was a beginner once. All right, class, what is it that martial arts helps us to develop?
Courage, kindness, integrity, fitness, loyalty, and discipline.
I know because I'm a stereotypical nerd and therefore excel in the mental portion of activities but fail to exceed in the physical portion. Yeah, by the way, Billy doesn't talk like a normal teenager. He talks like Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory.
I think I'm mentally and physically prepared for my first karate class.
Isn't the point of a communal meal the exchange of ideas and opinions? An opportunity to consider important issues of the day?
So we see our 5 heroes chilling out when suddenly there's an earthquake. Everyone runs in terror, except for our main characters. Why don't they run? There's a friggin' earthquake.
Something tells me this is no earthquake.
What? Why? How is this different from any other earthquake? We then cut to the command center, where the alien Zordon tells his robot assistant Alpha 5 to recruit a team.
Teleport to us 5 overbearing and over-emotional humans.
No! Not that! Not teenagers!
That's correct, Alpha.
I was afraid of that!
Wait a minute. Why teenagers? You just called them overbearing and over-emotional. How does that make them qualified to be superheroes? I mean, it's like if at the Council of Elrond they said, "We need the One Ring of Power to be taken to Mordor." Oh, we'll just get a bunch of whiny hormonal teenagers to do it. Makes no sense. So the 5 teenagers are suddenly transported across the desert, for some reason, all the way to the command center.
This place is magnificent.
I don't get it. How'd we end up here?
I just want to know where here is.
Well, maybe the answer's in these controls.
No, don't touch that! Whoa!
Ah, yes, Alpha 5, the lovable little bag of bolts who never shuts his friggin' trap.
A fully sentient, multifunctional automaton.
Jinkies!
Welcome, human.
So who are you?
No, I believe the correct response is, holy crap, a head, a floating head, why is there a floating head, oh my gosh, a floating head.
I am Zordon, an interdimensional being caught in a time warp.
Excuse me, but will like somebody come back to Earth and pick me up because I am totally confused.
Confused? It's a floating head! Why aren't these kids freaking out? Anyway, Zordon tells them that he's brought them all there so they can save the world from Rita Repulsa.
Each of you will be given access to extraordinary powers drawn from the ancient creatures you call dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest here and say, I never got why Zordon picked dinosaurs. It's so random. He might as well have made the giant robots cars. But that would be stupid. There's no way they would be dumb enough to base the Power Rangers on cars. Especially not twice.
Behold, the keys to your power. Those are your power morphers. He will morph into a formidable fighting force known to one and all as the Power Ranger.
And you'll sell toys. Thousands of toys. Mwahahaha!
Morph?
Metamorphosis.
That means to change.
Don't you just love Kimberly's face there?
Morph?
Metamorphosis.
That means to change.
Oh yeah, I guess I should know that. So Zordon assigns them their Ranger powers. And before anyone points it out, yes, I know that the black guy is the Black Ranger and the Asian girl is the Yellow Ranger. Oh 90s, your racial awkwardness knows no bounds. So, for some reason, none of them believe Zordon about the Ranger powers.
Power morphers? Megazords? This is just too weird for me. I tell you what, it's been real, but I gotta go.
Hey guys, there's a floating head and a sentient robot talking to you after you've just been transported miles to some secret base of operations. Nothing should seem implausible after that. And by the way, why does Zordon let them keep the morphers if they don't believe them? I guess you could say that he just has faith that they'll come around, but why not take the morphers back and give it to a group of kids that do believe him? I don't know. Maybe it's just because these kids were already color-coded. So our heroes wander off to find their way home when they're encountered by some of Rita's putty patrollers. They put up a fight, but eventually they're cornered.
Zordon said these power morphers would give us power. Let's do it!
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, do you guys know what time it is? That's right, it's morphin' time!
Mastodon!
Pterodactyl!
Triceratops!
Saber-tooth tiger!
Tyrannosaurus!
So now that the kids have finally morphed, Zordon teleports them to the city to fight off Rita's henchman Goldar. But Rita makes Goldar grow to enormous size with her magic wand. The Rangers now call upon their Dinozords.
Dinosaur power!
This is amazing! I seem to know how to drive this thing!
Affirmative, I do too. It's almost like second nature to me.
Well, that's convenient. Their Dinozords form together to make the Megazord.
It's only a model.
So we get a pretty silly but kind of awesome fight between the Megazord and Giant Goldar. Finally, the Rangers manage to scare him off with the Power Sword. That's right. Someone designed a giant sword for the Megazord. No cannons or guns, just a sword. We end the show back at the command center, where Zordon lays down the rules of being a Power Ranger.
First, never use your power for personal gain. Second, never escalate a battle unless Rita forces you. And finally, keep your identity secret. No one may know you are a Power Ranger.
And be sure to sell toys. Thousands of toys. Mwahahaha!
Wait a second.
You dare question the marketing agency?
I'm not sure we're all up to this.
It seems the group isn't sure if they have what it takes, but Zordon reassures them that with teamwork, they can always prevail. They're all on board, except it seems for Kimberly.
I don't know, you guys. I mean, the outfits are cool and everything, but my hair gets all tangled up inside the helmets. I don't think I can do it.
Oh no.
Kimberly, no!
Not.
Wow, the only way this can get more cliched is if they do a friggin' freeze frame ending. Oh my gosh! Well, I don't know what else I expected. So that's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Does it hold up? Well, yes and no. As a piece of nostalgia, you can't ask for a more wonderful cavalcade of cliches. The hokey acting, the cheap effects, the ridiculous story. This show could have only been successful in the 90s. And that's the thing. I don't feel like kids nowadays would go for this. And if you didn't watch the show as a kid, even a little, you're probably going to be wondering what the heck you're watching. Still, for me personally, I really enjoyed watching this again. The series did get better as it went along, especially after the Green with Evil miniseries. It's one of those things that makes you go, yeah, I remember when it was like that, which I always think is a good thing. So if you're a fan of 90s nostalgia, I highly recommend giving this a watch. You won't be disappointed. I'm Brian Los, and may the power be with you.